The reaction the Hart Foundation get in Halifax is absolutely ridiculous. Even Vince McMahon can't hide how awesome this is as the Hitman and his band of merry men stand in the ring, a sea of maple leaf flags and pink and black signs surrounding them. Bret says it's great to be back in God's country. He had a nightmare where he woke up in San Antonio where fans spit and throw stuff at people who tell the truth. And Bret makes an observation. He says the United States of America is shaped like one giant toilet bowl. Let's see. Yeah, he has a point. Bret then tells us why America is shaped like a giant toilet bowl.
Because most Americans are just plain full of crap.
Bret says all the American wrestlers backstage are hiding. They don't want to step up to the plate, but Bret thinks the Undertaker should get involved in this flag match so SummerSlam can start early tonight on Raw. Davey Boy Smith is delirious. The lack of chin locks is taking its toll, guys. He says the world just saw him, quote, slam the most dangerous man, Ken Shamrock, right through the mat. That's the world's most dangerous man, Ken Shamrock, and you slammed him on the rampway, Davey. Bulldog says more or less the exact same thing as Bret. Why wait until SummerSlam? Kenny should accept the challenge and compete in the flag match. Here's Owen. Let me guess. Steve Austin, we don't have to wait until SummerSlam.
Well, come on out here, and why wait until SummerSlam?
Yeah. Remember how we laughed at Psycho Sid reciting Hawk's promo in his head during the King of the Ring? Well, Bret does the same, but only when Owen says the words, kiss my butt.
He wants to come out and kiss my butt. Well, I damn well know he can't kiss my butt.
It's absolute madness. Owen says Austin's a sicko because he's eager to kiss Owen's ass at SummerSlam. Owen isn't going to allow him to do that, but if he wants, Austin can suck Owen's toes. What? The glass shatters and Steve Austin shows up. He says this isn't God's country, this is a living hell. He'll go down to the ring and stick the Hart Foundation's toes up their asses, and he says,
we ain't got to wait till SummerSlam.
Hey guys, guess what? We don't need to wait until SummerSlam. Steve Austin confirms he'll take part in the flag match main event. Vince McMahon's in Shawn's locker room, and yeah, Shawn's been hurt again. He won't be wrestling in tonight's main event. Surprise, surprise. Shawn asks Vince if he wants a lawsuit because this is happening way too often. Bret, Owen and Davey come down to the ring, and Bret says the night doesn't go any further until he hears the Canadian national anthem. Oh Canada plays in the arena. Bret and Owen sing with passion as Davey clearly has other things on his mind right now. And there's a roar in the audience when the anthem comes to an end. This crowd has been excellent tonight. Steve Austin comes down to the ring, and then Dude Love makes an appearance. It looks like Dude Love and Austin are going to go ahead and start the match, so it's a 3-on-2 advantage to the Hart Foundation. The rules are simple. All you gotta do is grab your country's flag and you'll win the match. And what a great idea this was for a main event too, in Canada. Owen and Bulldog throw Foley out of the ring, so it settles down to Bret and Austin. Stone Cold takes an inverted atomic drop and he gets sent out of the ring too. And then Dude Love is allowed to enter the match without a tag. We've got Owen and Dude Love in the ring now, and clearly not everyone in Halifax is a fan of the Hitman. Owen hits an enziguri, he goes to grab the flag, but Austin knocks him off the top turnbuckle. Just before we go to commercial break, we hear the Undertaker's theme music playing in the arena, and when we come back, the WWF Champion has joined Austin and Dude Love. Davey was in the ring, but he quickly tags out. Owen and Bret stop Dude Love from grabbing the flag, and Dude Love decides to tag in the Undertaker. The Phenom is all fired up and Owen gets destroyed. Davey tries to help his brother-in-law, but the Undertaker makes quick work of the British Bulldog before Owen gets choked out. Owen then takes a chokeslam, Undertaker covers Owen, and Bret smacks the dead man for being a silly shit. You gotta get the flag there, big man. Austin gets tagged in and it looks like Owen has Austin's number. That's until Austin hits a clothesline and he lets the Canadian fans know exactly how he feels about them. Austin then performs a chin lock while looking at the Bulldog dead in the eyes. Austin even cheats and Dude Love lends a hand. Davey's fucking sweating bullets at the moment. And then Owen fights out, but he takes a knee to the midsection. That chin lock hurt Davey more than it hurt Owen. Dude Love's back in the match. Owen counters a neckbreaker with a DDT, but Steve Austin stops Owen from tagging out. Foley tries to apply the mandible claw after getting Owen locked in a body scissors. Owen again has to fight out, but a rake to the eyes allows Foley to tag Austin back in, and Owen just needs to get to Davey or Bret. The IC champ counters a Steve Austin superplex attempt, but he can't tag out. We take the final commercial break as Austin brings Owen to the opposition's corner, and when we come back, Owen counters a sleeper with a back suplex. Owen then hits a spinning wheel kick on Dude Love. Austin comes back in and Owen misses another enziguri attempt, but the King of Hearts pushes Austin away during a sharpshooter attempt, and a clothesline puts Austin on the mat. Finally, Bret Hart gets a tag and the audience completely lose their shit when Bret hits a clothesline on Stone Cold. Foley saves Austin from a figure 4 around the ring post and Austin tags the Undertaker. Taker hits Bulldog with a chokeslam and he goes for a tombstone. But Bret puts a stop to that and both the Undertaker and Bret go down after a double clothesline. It's then a race to see who can get their flag first. It looks like Taker's going to get Old Glory first, but Brian Pillman appears and Taker gets hit with a low blow. Bret then grabs the maple leaf and the Hart Foundation win the match. There's a big celebration in the arena just before Raw goes off the air. Austin looks incredibly pissed off as the Hart Foundation, minus Jim Neidhart strangely, celebrate in the audience. And oh, well done Davey Boy Smith, 5 whole weeks without a chin lock. He'll get a little bronze medal soon if he keeps this up. A very good main event from Raw with a gimmick match that really fit the theme of the show and the current main storyline of the company. Both Raw and Nitro had good main events this week.